All right, good morning, you guys. It is Dr. B, part of your team here at the Wellness Progression, and today is day one. So I wanted to go over some of the ground rules just to make sure that you guys are aware, and I want you to remember this phrase that's really, really important as we dive into this. Done is better than perfect. The whole point of creating this challenge was to get you engaged and to have you make a commitment to you. So what we're looking for, if you've chosen weight loss, exercise and activity goal, body muscle gain, or body fat percentage lost, we want you to plug in and we want you to engage in the process so that you can be successful. Now, I'm going to touch on each of those categories individually, but I want to make sure that we kind of lay out the parameters. So just so you know, with it being day one, we have been in communication with you guys to try to get everything mapped out, from how we're going to track your workouts, to make sure that you have an in-body scan, to make sure that you have the tools that you need to be successful. And don't panic. If we've missed you because we're waiting on some information, it's okay. We've got 6 weeks. We want to dial all of that in and we want to help you be specific. Now, let's talk about these goals. Some of you, when we created this challenge, we wanted people that were fit to be able to plug in. We wanted people that needed to lose a couple of pounds to plug in. We wanted people that were going to increase your lean muscle mass to plug in. All right. And you can plug in one category. You can plug in all 4 categories. I set a strenuous goal for myself to compete in all 4 categories. I know the exercise won't be a problem for me. The weight loss won't be a problem for me to lean out. Gaining lean muscle tissue is going to be a stretch. And then the percentage of body fat should come off. So if you are somebody who wants to tackle more than one category, just so you know, we have up until 5 p.m. today. You're more than welcome to register for a second, third, or fourth category. What that would mean is you put in $99 for that other goal. And if for some reason you miss one of your goals, you still have money in the pot for your other goal. As of right now, we're at 56 members. We're a little over $5,500 in the prize pool. So I am excited for that because I love to get paid. I love to take this and I love to bet on myself. And I know that if I hit my goals, then I'm going to get rewarded because I'm going to earn my money back and I'm going to earn a little bit more. So let's talk about the specific category. So number one, when you had to make a choice, it was, I want to lose a minimum of at least 10 pounds. Okay? Very realistic goal. When we're done with this video and I get this uploaded, I will upload a sample plan of what it is that we do when it comes to the nutrition piece. And if you will follow that piece to a T, I can guarantee you that if you'll continue to exercise and you will do it, just submit, all right? We're going to ask you to do a couple of things when it comes to your nutrition. You're going to have success and you are going to see a change in your physiology. You're going to see less inflammation. You're going to see a better skin tone. You're going to see more energy. You're going to see better digestion. You're going to see better sleep, okay? So that is category number one. That is pretty self-explanatory. Everybody that committed to that goal, they're going to focus on losing at least 10 pounds. We have a couple of people that have committed to a couple more. So that is one category. The second category is we are going to focus on losing at least 3% body fat. All right. This is going to require some consistent commitment from you over the next 6 weeks. And I want to challenge you to let people know we don't want to go to happy hour. We don't need any special meals out. We want to dial in. We want to be focused because we want to cut down on that 3% body fat. Now, if we've chosen that category, you've got an in-body at the beginning that should be done already. And then we'll take another in-body at the end of the 6 weeks to monitor your progress. That is the requirement to be in that category. If you want to get an in-body after week 2 and one after week 4, that is always an option for you. Reach out to me. We'll coordinate that and help you coordinate that to make sure that you're tracking and trending on how you're going. The third category is lean muscle tissue. If you're already fit, but you know, like this guy, it's not a problem of eating healthy food. It's a problem of eating enough, and we need to eat a little bit more. The goal in this category is we want to gain at least 2 pounds of lean muscle tissue. That is a very realistic goal. You're going to need some exercise involved in that. You are going to need to eat consistently. And the goal in this is we want to strive when you're eating, try to get in at least 30 grams of protein for each meal. Okay, keep in mind, the human body can only absorb about 30 grams of protein every 3 to 4 hours. So if you're eating 60, 70 grams of protein at a meal, your body's not able to absorb it all. You're going to pass it. And so there's no sense in overloading like that. Just to give you an example, a lean chicken breast is going to have about 26 grams of protein. Whereas if you look at 8 ounces of red meat, you're going to have about 60 grams of protein in certain cuts. And so it's going to be about twice the protein that you need. So in that case, you don't need to eat as much. Okay. But the more important thing about this is that you've got to be consistent. Okay. There's a quote that comes to mind. Change happens from the things that we do consistently and not the things that we do occasionally. Okay, don't ever forget that. All right, we've got to be consistent to expect change to happen. So that is the third category. And same thing, in bodies first and last. So those are the bookends. If you want to get an in body down the middle, you can, to see how you're tracking. All right, and then the last category is the fitness goal. And this is the category that probably has a little bit of the most confusion. Now, when we set out this goal, just understand the purpose. 5 days a week of consistent exercise, and it is to stretch you. And what I mean by that is if you've been sedentary and you've been on the couch for 3 years, we're not expecting you to go join a boot camp and do 5 days a week where you're absolutely killing yourself. If you're an active guy like this guy and you've been working out consistently, I want to challenge you to up your intensity. So if we're tracking your workouts through MyZone, I want to challenge you to hit at least 120 MEPs through each workout. If we're using Strava and we're using an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, if we're using a Garmin, okay? I want to challenge you that your workouts need to be at least 45 minutes. They need to burn at least 400 calories to be considered a viable workout. Now, we're going to do the best that we can during week 1. We may have to rein a couple of people in when it comes to what they set their expectations for and kind of make sure that we're laser focused on that. And just remember, technology is great when it works. All right. This is based on the honor system. So if you have a week that's really tough and you only hit 4 workouts, we're going to give you an opportunity the next week to make that up. But we're not going to do that every single week. So if we see that there's a pattern of you really, really lagging, we're going to talk to you seriously about your commitment to your goal. So the purpose of this, though, is to make sure that you are investing in you, both of your time, your talent, and your treasure. We can turn your treasure into more treasure if you honor your commitment. We can have you accomplish a higher state of health when you're done if you honor your commitment. And then we're going to see a better skill set that's developed in your life when it comes to maintaining healthy goals. And that, again, is going to tie into your commitment to you. So the beautiful thing about this challenge is you're competing with yourself. You picked your goal. You have to level up and you have to accomplish that goal. We're here to support you. We're not here to coach you every single day, but just remember, we're here for questions and we will get you the right information so we can help guide that process. But if you don't ask the questions, we don't know what you need, okay? So sit back, plan your week out. If you're exercising, if you're eating, make sure that you know. If you don't know what you're having for lunch and dinner today, then the chance of you making a good choice go way, way down. And if you don't have your workout scheduled in your schedule and know what times you're exercising this week, then you're going to have a very hard time meeting those obligations. And so we're here for you. We're going to continue to drop information out that will not only enhance your overall health over the course of the next 6 weeks, but we're going to give you some things that we found to be successful as we've coached hundreds and hundreds of people through the wellness progression over the last couple of years. But most importantly, we want you to show up for you. When we set out, again, I said this earlier, we wanted to create a win-win for you guys. All right. The only thing we get out of this is seeing you succeed. You're going to win the prize if you engage and show up for you, and you're going to have a better state of health when we're done. So I look forward to connecting with you more. Your individual coach, whether it be Des, whether it be myself, or whether it be Gina, you'll have more personal contact with them. You already know who's assigned to you. We've got a great group of people that are willing to show up and plug in. And so now, being day 1, we're going to kick this thing off and we're going to have some fun. So until I see you soon, make it a great day.